Relentless aerial and artillery bombardments of the Gaza Strip, international pressure is mounting on the Israeli government to halt its offensive. The latest to call for a ceasefire is French President Emmanuel Macron, who said in an interview with the BBC that there was no justification for the bombing of civilians.
Today, civilians are bombed. De facto, these babies, these ladies, these old people are bombed and killed. There is no reason for that and no legitimacy. So we do urge Israel to stop. I'm not a judge. I'm a head of state. I just remind everybody international law. I call for a ceasefire, and I will urge them for a ceasefire, for a humanitarian ceasefire.
President Emmanuel Macron maintained that Israel has a right to defend itself and condemned the October 7 Hamas attacks that killed around 1,200 Israelis, but said that there is no other solution than first a humanitarian pause, followed by a ceasefire in order to protect civilians who have nothing to do with terrorists. Responding on social media, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that ultimately it is Hamas who is responsible for harm to civilians, that they are using them as human shields, and that Israel is doing everything in its power to avoid harming civilians. Since the beginning of the conflict, Netanyahu has maintained that Israel's target is Hamas fighters and infrastructure and has rebuffed calls for a ceasefire. However, under mounting pressure, has agreed to 4-hour daily humanitarian pauses in some parts of northern Gaza. Israel's closest ally, the US, is also shifting tone. Secretary of State Antony Blinken even went so far on Friday to say that far too many Palestinians have been killed and that much more needs to be done to protect civilians.